ஹாய் ஹலோ வணக்கம். நான் உங்கள் சந்தோஷ். நல்லா இருப்போம். எல்லாரும் நல்லா இருப்போம். ஐம் கோயிங் லைவ் ஃப்ரம் ஹியர் இன் மேன்செஸ்டர். ஐபிஎல் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் மேட்ச் பிஸ்னஸ் ஆஸ் யூஷுவல் ஃபார் போத் சிஎஸ்கே அண்ட் ஆர்சிபி அப்படின்னு தான் சொல்லணும். அது என்னடா அப்படின்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா வேறு எதுவும் இல்லை. சிஎஸ்கேக்கு ஜெயிக்க தெரியும், அது ஜெயிச்சிட்டாங்க. ஆர்சிபிக்கு அவங்க சுச்சுவேஷன்லேருந்து தோக்க தெரியும், தோத்துட்டாங்க. ஜோக்ஸ் அப்பார்ட், நிறைய பேர் வந்து அதுக்கு எல்லாத்துக்கும் முன்னாடி வெரி பிக் தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் ஆல் தி சப்ஸ்கிரைபர்ஸ் ஃபார் திஸ் சப்போர்ட் பிகாஸ் வி ரீச்ட் 3000 மார்க் in சப்ஸ்கிரைபர்ஸ். தேங்க்யூ, தேங்க்ஸ் அ லாட். நவ் மேட்ச்குள்ளே போயிடலாம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் திங் ஃபர்ஸ்ட், நான் நேற்று வீடியோவை பார்த்து நிறைய பேர் வந்து எனக்கு கமெண்ட்ஸ் பர்சனலி போட்டிருந்தாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி வந்து என்ன நீங்கள் உடனே வந்து ருத்துராஜ் நல்லா கேப்டன் பண்ண மாட்டீங்கன்றீங்க, உடனே வந்து நீங்கள் அவங்கள வந்து குத்த சொல்கிறீங்க அப்படி இப்படின்னு சொன்னாங்க. நான் ஐ வாண்டட் டு ரிப்பீட் தட் அகெயின். ஐ டென்ட் comment on Ruturaj's captainship. No, my comment was all about how would the Chennai fans react for this, and I have no doubt or I have no second thought about who could have been the next captainship in terms after Dhoni had left. So there is no second thought in that. My whole point was how is the CSK fans is gonna react. I didn't want them to overreact the way MI had done, or I mean, that is a different story altogether for sure. But I didn't want them to overreact the way that what they did last year for their own team. Like someone like in Jaddu, Jaddu, if he had to come out and say, people wants me to get out because they wanted to see Dhoni on the pitch. So that is where I was not happy about. That is what the only thing that I did say that okay, this is gonna put them down, right? So otherwise they still have as a fantastic team. I'm not going to rate them again, as I said earlier. Am I going to put them into top 4 now? No. And I'm still saying that it is, for me it is still MI and KKR. I had the CSK as the second team, but then now it has come into the third and fourth where anyone can get into. Okay, let's talk about Rutu first. Again, I love the fact that he said, "I'm not gonna fill in MSD's shoe. Rather, I'm gonna fill in my own shoe." That is an amazing statement. That is what he should be doing it, and that is how a leader should be formed. And hats off for him. I'm sure he is a leader who's gonna stay, you know, for years and years now. With his batting, yes, it's gonna be even more better, right? So that's the fantastic first step that you have taken, and I'm so happy about it. Now let's talk about RCB and where did they lose. We don't have to say it. We have been saying this for 16 years now. There is nothing changed. It is still the same. We all know they had a terrible auction. I did keep saying, they had a better fast bowling unit, but no, we can just manage it, as how P Dog rightly called up Aishwarya Rai dialogue. It is that is how, at least are they using their players that they have. I still have that issue. I don't know. See, for me, this particular IPL, I am looking more as an auction for my India's T20I World Cup. That's what I keep saying it, and that's why I am not happy with Virat Kohli opening in RCB. Either you need to get in Will Jacks and then say, okay, go ahead. I know we are gonna lose because of our bowler, but let's try and say 240 every time we play in RCB. I mean, in Chinnaswamy, we're gonna score 200, 240 above, and every time we're gonna play in any other ground, we're gonna score 200 above, right? And what is the factor? I'm gonna make it very simple. I'm gonna make it break it into very short thing. 120 balls, 7 batsmen, say 17 balls each, okay, and then 200 divided by 7, again somewhere at 28 runs something. So I would say 17 balls you have to score 28 runs. That's all you have to do it, and you can do it in any ways you can. If If I'm a player who takes, who wants, who wants to play dot balls, I'm still fine. All that I need is seven balls, seven fours. You're there. Four sixes and a four. You're still there. So it is about how you want to take it. That's how I'm gonna break it and say, okay, all you seven batters, all that I want you guys to do is just play 17 balls and then give me this score of 28 if you're playing outside of Chinnasamy. And if you're playing in a Chinnasamy, I need that 17 balls 34, right? Which is possible. And again, you can take it in a way that you wanted to take it, rather than whichever way. I'm gonna blast from the right ball one. It's very easy to say it. I know it is very easy to say, but and it is not that easy to implement it. But I'm just saying, you need to make it in a way that how can you break down a larger goal into a smaller thing, which makes you feel okay. This is possible. That's how I see cricket from a coaching standpoint. I know from a player standpoint, it is very difficult. It is not that easy because the other person is also knowing what you're going to do, right? So there is a lot of competition when that comes into picture. But well and said, I still say, if you're not playing Will Jacks, we saw what Anuj Rawat could do. Probably send him up the order. But wait a minute, we are still searching for a keeper who could play 5 6, probably 4 5 6. Then Anuj Rao is slowly putting his name in that bucket list. I feel so. If he kind of having a terrible season in the same manner, I think he's there. But I would probably say he it was some kind of a loose bowling during that phase, which like a lot of full tosses and a lot of balls, bouncers and stuff. When I'm saying about bouncers, I'm so thrilled and happy to see this rule coming into picture where two bouncers are allowed. You saw every fast bowler digging it, then bouncing the batsmen, which is very, very, very good. Uh, I mean, I'm pretty much okay with RCB. We know that RCB starts bad, and we know that they're going to leak runs. Uh, we know that there's going to be one or two game where Siraj is going to go badly. I mean, when we know he is an emotional person, and when he gets too much emotional, he forgets what is the plan. If I have to say, yes, Tushar Deshpande was bowling wide, 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 wide. In fact, last over he bowled about 3 or 4 wides, but still they had a plan. They know that Dinesh Karthik was very strong in his legs. Anything somewhere there, he could either put it on down the leg, square anywhere up to the long on, long off, right? And that is where they go went for that wide. Even if you're bowling 2 wides or 3 wides, that's okay. You're gonna give one run and one ball extra. I can understand it because that another two balls, it is gonna be still be a dot ball. So it's an amazing tactics, and it worked. It's not just this year; even last year it worked. So as I said, just another day for CSK and just another day for RCB. Pretty much impressed with this guy, man. I mean, I did say this in my preview as well. Man to watch out for in this year's IPL. And both of them are in the same team. Rachin Ravindra, and Daryl Mitchell. I'm just voting for them. They're just amazing, and they're just in that purple patch. Like how did I say about SSV Jaiswal? They're in that purple patch, and everybody say people are not performing outside, comes into CSK and then they perform like anything. It's not just that. It is also about the clarity of role, and it is also about the knowing the skills of that person and knowing the surface of Chennai Chepak. If you say right in the auction day, I did say the best buy would also be the Mustafa say. If when he comes in, that cutters and slowers, hats off. That was just brilliant, I would say. Anyways, lot to take up, lot to take from this for RCB as well, because at somewhat Somewhere we thought, okay, 100 for the 100 for all out is what we are looking at. Prabhu Desai had padded up at the sixth, seventh, eighth over, and probably 10th, 11th over, and he was just waiting for his chance. Luckily, that didn't happen. At least we had Yash Dayal coming in as an impact sub. Uh, let's see what's happening from here onwards. And tomorrow it's a double. I mean, both the weekends are a double dhamaka. I'm so excited tomorrow because both the games. Something that I'm looking out for is between DC and PBKS. That is a team. Both the teams. I'm kind of putting bottom of my table in the whole thing. But yeah, DC might win is what I feel. But for DC, I'm looking out for punt, punt. That's the only reason why I would be watching that game. I want to see that guy is coming back and playing cricket, and Punt's vibe on cricket field is just amazing. I love that. We all missed it last 11 months, or even say 18 months time. Let's visualize that again once he is back. That's the only reason why I would be watching that. And then again, there are a few more contenders for Indian team. Someone like Ravi Bishnoi, someone like an Ashdeep Singh, Jitesh Sharma in Punjab. In DC, if you say, I mean, why don't you? I mean, why? And I'm not sure why am I ruling out Rishabh Pant. He is also getting a chance. He is also there playing at number 4 as a wicket keeper. Is he going to keep, or is Kushagara going to keep? That's something that we need to watch out for. And on the other hand, the next game is between KKR and SRH. One of my favorite for this playoff is KKR definitely. And something that I'll be keenly watching in that game is how is Eden Gardens gonna play? Is it gonna be a Spain friendly like an LS? What Lucknow is, or is it going to be an Eden Garden paradise as usual it would be? So that is something that I would be very keen of, and SRH under Pat Cummins. Mostly that I'm going to look out from SRH is like who is that 4 picks man? I mean, if I am Glenn Phillips, I would be saying, you know what, let me rather go and be in with my family back in New Zealand, because I know that I'm gonna not gonna get chance, right? So like every team has that at least one player who knows that they're gonna not gonna get a chance. Even I'm saying about the overseas player, but in terms of SRH, Glenn Phillips was one person who was doing pretty much good last year. Even Marco Janssen for that matter, and they both would feel like, you know what, let's get back to our home and enjoy time. I don't know. It's a long tournament. A lot of things will happen. Let's see what's gonna happen tomorrow. It's gonna be a fantastic day. Double Dhamaka, and followed up with another double Dhamaka on Sunday as well. Uh, let's see who's going to win. KKR versus SRH. I would definitely go with KKR. In Eden Gardens, it's going to be KKR. Punjab versus DC. I am going with DC as of now. That's what I feel. Punjab, I'm not sure if they really have. They do have a good team, but are they gonna come and join and play as a team? That's where these teams have issue. Like, I mean, I don't know, like all the 8 teams has an issue apart from him and MI and CSK. That is why we feel, right? Even see on paper, if you put and see weightage of each player and see like for a CSK or an RCB or CSK and a GT or for say that Punjab, you would feel, man, I mean, this team Punjab is so heavy than and CSK, which has like Tushar Deshpande, Mustafizur Rahman, Deepak Chahar. I mean, these guys goes for runs, and still you say that these guys are going to win the tournament. I mean, that's how well they come as a team and then play. That's the most important thing as a team. That is where I would want to see how SRH is also going to play, because that is what was missing from their team last season. Let's see what's going to happen. Signing off. Bye bye. Nallarkum, nallarkum. Ellarum, nallarkum. Signing off. Santosh from Manchester.